says I'm live. It's like we are live. Sorry for the go. It's like it's. I had company show up at last minute, so it's like I have to give them time. Now the other ones got started. So a lot of people have first come first serve. So we'll see if anybody joins today. It's like it's just me trying to find my live on the other thing. A lot of steps when you go through. Okay, now turn the volume down. Hi, June. It's like, had to put her down for a minute because she kept every electronic thing that she could find. She threw it. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Kathy. I even got wet because I had to make a bottle because the bottle time we're off schedule altogether on everything. You want up now? You want up? Okay. You can come up and say hi, everybody. Yeah, there's you. Yeah, here. No, take this. She now has her own block. She has her own block. Finished edges that she can chew on while she's here. Hi, Darlene. I think I got everybody's name so far. But it's one of those things. I'm not getting into a new quilt yet. Hi, yo, Patty. And Tubby Cheeks. She says, hi, Tubby Cheeks. She talking to you. Yeah. Hi, Patty G. But it's Baba time for her. So I'm going to put her in here in a few. But like I said, I can't start a new project, but I can make a couple more of those Arrowhead blocks and talk with everybody. And you guys all get to see little Miss Delaney. But she is, the more her hands get into things, the more it's like, I got to plan something simple. But I just took a new block I tested yesterday and put it into her a little quilt. It's like, she just hit the mouse just barely, and she put up, you want to close the screen? No. She's just everywhere. Yeah, you're just everywhere. What are you looking at? Oh, those orange socks. I keep forgetting. I got to move them over there. But what I seen Kathy's. She's working on her EPP hot cross buns. Hi, Ellie. And she says, and everyone, and God bless you all. Yep. I have to enlarge my chat up there. That's what I needed to do before somebody took the mouse. Yeah, somebody took the mouse. Who was that? Who took the mouse? You did. Yeah. But we're waiting for a few. It's like, so she can have her time. And then I'll give her her bottle. What? Yeah? It's purple. We don't care if it's a good color or a bad color, but it's purple. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready? You want your baba? Okay. Let's lay you back. Let's put you down here. Here's your baba. There. So I have hands free for a moment. That bottle should give me some time. Tried to get that down some. But I'm just making the arrowhead block, which everybody, hi Kenneth. Everybody should know by now. It's just 2 8-inch squares. There's a free pattern. I will post it when I'm done here. Looking for my, off the 2 8-inch squares, 2 inches down on the right side, 2 inches up on the left side. And that's where you start your sew. And you sew off the corner, back on. And I have sewed 3 of the blocks together just for a demonstration purpose. So it doesn't matter if you have dark or light. The only thing mine are going to all have some shade of purple in them, whether it be the back or if it's the light. There might be 2 of that purple repeated. There might be just 1 of the purple. I sew off the end and then I come back. Hi, Lori Clark. I just put little one back down for her bottle. She'll be back up, I'm sure. Hi, Cheryl. Cutie Patooty's here. She's drinking her baba. Yeah, I will make sure she gets her hugs. Yeah, Cheryl says hugs. And now I sewed off, and then back on. Now I started the 2-inch mark. What? You want that? But it's like almost start hunting for my mark. I put my marks on here last night. But next, I'm going to plan this weekend to start a quilt for on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It'll be 1 block on one day because it's a 2-block quilt. So we'll do 1 of the blocks on one of the days and 1 of the blocks on the other day. Because I was working so hard to get that one that sold done and out in the mail. Was going to start getting things together tomorrow, but I have Cutie Patootie again tomorrow. It's like, as long as I have Cutie Tootie, it's cutting is harder for me to do. Hi, Darlene. I have a friend currently over on Kathy's side of the mountain. I asked her if it was raining over there, and she said, yes, it is. It's raining special for her. She left that side of the mountain to come over for snow. because she was closer to her kids on this side of the mountain. Hi, Ginger. Carrie's doing good. It's like she just did a short live. She ordered some more diamond art stuff. She's just finding that she can't go out as much. She goes out, she gets sick. But other than that, Carrie's her normal ornery self. We haven't talked for the last 2 nights because I've called it a night early. But it's like, turn on the iron might help. I don't know if she's taking her blood sugar anymore. It's like, hi, Jennifer. It finally caught me, and I'm running late today. Oh, I have never thought to ask her on her blood sugar because it's like when she's on those meds, Carrie doesn't take her blood sugar. Everybody welcoming Jennifer. It's like, I'll put this down so you guys can see more what I'm doing. Be the hand model, not the person. I'm pressing to the dark side, finger pressing to the dark. I don't do the Donna Jordan method. I just press with my finger and then the quick. Got 2 more things to press open with my finger. And they stay just about as flat as a quick iron will. Now, it's like I will set this up to where everybody can see what it looks like. And it's not that one, it's that one. Because it's every other color. So that one goes there. That one goes there. It's called Arrowhead. I will have it linked. It's a very simple block. It's dated back, at the farthest they have dated it back to is 1941. But there's a temporary, don't know how long it will be out for, free pattern. And is Randy, Randy's here. So, like to chain piece this one all together without cutting strings, I start with the middle. The 4 patch in the middle. And this 4 patch, when it's done, I would say we should measure 3.5 by 3.5 or 3 3/4. It's like I'd have to look when I take it off. And then I'm going to sew the side arrow. What June say? Yeah, I haven't sent your block out yet. It's still here. And this here, yeah, is 3.5 by 3.5 because it's the 2-inch squares. Then make sure to pick this up correctly. Don't pick it up this way. Pick it up this way. That's opposite colors. And your nesting isn't going to happen on every single one. What's this monkey doing? What's this monkey doing? That's what I call her, my monkey. And then this one I have to leave out here because it gets sewed to that set. I have to pick up this opposite set. Finger press. It's like, I think it goes that way. Nope, it goes to the dark. That's what you call your youngest daughter? So the center one together.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I hate being official now.
Oh, I'm on live, remember.
No, you're fine. I hate being official.
Employed?
Yeah. I have to make phone calls and then do this and do that. And then I have to make sure I get all my requirement training. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is in the following along with the live today.
It's just Austin.
So, and Miss Squirmy Worm down here. Wait, Lucy. How you doing, Lucy?
Yeah, she is squirmy wormy.
What are you doing?
It's like the company that showed up. The reason I'm late. You want to go get that one magazine?
No, I don't.
Right by my chair, leaning up underneath the camera stand. It hasn't been delivered yet. And I'm trying to remember what was mail. Junk mail. June says hi, Austin. Lori says hi, Austin.
June and who?
Lori.
Hi, Lori. Hi, June.
Iowa and Canada.
And then I haven't even started on your things yet.
Arceli.
Hi, Arceli.
I was showing my after hours. My next hexie is going to be this.
And I'm popping them out, but I'm going to start once I get my training done after this weekend. I'll start it on Monday.
I'm using 3/8" hexies, 298 of them. And I have a friend also doing it with me and her daughter. We're all crazy, but that's the way it goes.
That's why she's called Crazy Cooker.
It's like, that's why I use crazy in all my stuff.
I think that's it.
So what did it say for your engine?
Oh.
Did you Google it?
No. It's mainly my cat, and then my air intake is high, and something else.
Lori loves my craziness.
So do I.
Lori has the only purple poo that I took off my necklace and sent it to her.
Yeah, PO 420. That's my catalytic system. Mass air intake flow, low input.
Okay.
Intake air temperature.
The other thing I forgot to tell you guys, this picture is probably the exact size of the piece when it's done. I measured these little pieces, and they're all measuring the same as my hexie, which is right here. This little hexie. It's almost the same size as that right there. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but...
Okay. I'm going to head back up there.
Okay.
After I go to the
Yeah. But it's something I wanted to do as a hexie. Away. The way it's going to be. I thought it would be a great thing to do traveling. But I never got all the little ones. Well, I wasn't going to do it in little. I was going to do it in the bigger ones. But last bobbin, then I got to clean the machine. It doesn't say I'm spinning on my side. I have finished. My paper shark models are now ready to hang. Looking for hangers I bought 5 years ago. That's about the way it goes. I know I got to keep my hands moving so I can tell if I'm spinning here or not. I need these little hands down here that continually spin. Doing something down there. Almost straight jacket time for her. For me? Yeah. It's like my kids and grandkids don't say it's time yet. And Emily would probably say she's got to babysit one more great grandkid. They don't know when. This red with the purple, it isn't my color, but in a quilt of many colors, it's like you take what you get. Yeah, what? You're silly. ISO Terry. She loves her new rag, her 2 rag. No complaints from that peanut gallery. She ate it already. But this purple with this brick red actually toned down the red some. Yes, she's just laying right here, playing with her feet. Yeah, she's playing with her feet. The company left at 1. And I just was told, plan dinner for 6 p.m. So that gives me, whoa, a whole 30 more minutes to myself. Yeah, right. I already have to get the meatloaf made before Alani gets here. I stopped to make sure it was nested. Stop to make sure this next seam is nested. That way you get your good lineup points. To get her on camera. You already ate? Yeah. I haven't had my lunch yet because company was here. So I'm going to have a late lunch. But even this brick red with the purple is still pretty. I'll finger press that while I'm waiting for the iron. You don't have to have fingernails, Randy, to finger press, because it's just the end of your finger. And then if you want it even firmer down, then you can run your fingernail across it. They have a tool. It's white. And I think it's called a bone. It's like, I don't even want to say it. I think it's called a bone tool. Boner tool. I can't quote it because it's like, I'm not sure. But it's so you can run it down across. But you can use this is that Arrowhead one, Terry. But you can take a popsicle stick and run it down. You don't have to go out and buy a tool. They also have what's this one called? That purple thing. You can use it to run down. And it's got, if you're doubting your 1/4 inch seam, it's got a 1/4 inch on the end. This is for poking your points out. This is the first time I probably used it. Tracy bought me this. And then I don't know where my roller's back in one of the things behind me. Hera marker. Okay, that's what it's called. It's usually made of bone. I had one that was made of bone that was a peanut gallery is getting a little rough. Yes. Finish it, Bubba. But I had an elephant one for a letter opener that had the rounded in. Don't know what the rounded in on that one's for. Hi, Carrie. They was just asking about you. Can I scroll up that far? Let me see. Ginger was asking about you, Carrie. Okay, they call it a bone tool. Okay. It doesn't debone fish. And then, Randy, you're still on here. If people are... Carrie Leonard. Diamond Paint Carrie Leonard. Ginger was asking about her. And one of her questions was, how is your blood sugar? And then Randy, are you going to put multiple? If we send you multiple, you're going to put them all on one quilt or split them up amongst other quilts? What monster? You want to come back up here? Okay. It's like 7-4. No, that's my magazine, not yours. There's your block. But you hadn't got in here yet when she was asking. Okay, you're going to try and split. Okay. Because if you was going to put them all on one, I was going to send you multiples. What? Yes. You get that spinning. I got to get them out in the mail. Yeah. Well, she's been trying to get this magazine. This is the All Pacific Northwest Shop Hop magazine. And it is a nice magazine. And it's like, how many pages are in this? And it's got Bigfoot down in the corner. Do they even label the page? No, that's my pages. 119, 20, 21, 122 pages in this book. We're sending Randy 12.5-inch blocks. He's going to make a quilt, and he'll have to tell you what he's doing with it. Yeah, this one here is $12.95 because it's support. That's what the magazine cost. That's what it says down here, $12.95. It has 6 patterns in it. The center is the pages that we get stamped, that we fill out. Of course, there's all sorts of advertisements. Let's see if I can. And then there's a route for central region of Oregon. I'm hunting for a pattern, young lady. Okay, here's one of the Shop Hop quilt patterns on this side here. And I guess there's panels you can buy. And he's selling for charity. So if he can get more than one, that it would be. Yeah, that's my magazine. Don't stare at it too much. She goes, I seen where Grandma put it. Oh, this and this, sweetie. But that big block that he received, I'm not sending you no huge block. I'm sticking with the 12.5. There is no pattern. It's a scrappy quilt. It's a sampler quilt, Patty G. Like if you have like this block here, the scrappy wonky log, this one, if you made it extra, you can send him that. If you have, like this is the disappearing 9 patch, you can send him that. And I have one that we did, the Texas Rose, that the template printed out wrong. It's like, here's this one. To me, it looks like something flying into something. There's a few examples. But there's one I'm making for Randy that he can't include in his quilt. He needs to make it into something else. That's his address. And if you can't find his address later, it is on his YouTube. Yeah, his address is at 8529 Southwest Frank Ross Road. Amity? That's like whatever in Missouri. Yeah, that's your block. You say, thank you, Auntie Terry, for the pattern for Grandma. Yeah, Auntie Terry's new pattern. We're not going to show anybody the pattern. It's still a secret. Oh, yeah. But she can get this one soaking wet. I'll wash it and dry it, and back we go. Can you, If they're not, are they coming out like 12 and a quarter, Arceli? If they are, you're sewing too big of a seam. My friend always comes out 12 and a quarter because she's doing a true 1/4 inch, and the true 1/4 inch makes her block. Okay, you got to revise it one more time. Well, we lost that piece on the floor. Let's find another piece. There we go. I think she's playing with the toys right now. But coming soon, Terry's going to release a video with her new pattern. Coming soon to a YouTube near you. Where'd it go? There it is. Oops. I don't know why they have to roll when they hit the floor. There you go. Go back to that one. It's like a scant 1/4 is just a needles. It's like hunting for something to sit under that, so I don't have to reach up there. A scant 1/4 is just a needle's width the other way. They come out 12, so you're definitely doing over the 1/4 inch. Check your foot. You can put even one of your plastic rulers underneath the foot and see what line lines up. It's like that one's too big. They do have a special thing. Okay, let me get Randy back up here. Go to his channel. Oops. More. YouTube. It's like that one. Copy. Go back over here. That should be Randy's. Phew. Did you undo my thread again? I don't know how she sees that little. I'm using a 1/4 inch and using the tape to match the 1/4. Are they pre-cuts? It's like I find like if I do a pre-cut from somebody that have been quilted, I even have to go less than a 1/4. I'm almost down to fast approaching that 1/16 of an inch. I end up doing almost an 1/8 inch seam. So I don't know if they're pre-cuts or not. Because every time it gets smaller. Hi, Lori. And Dee. He says, hi, Dee. Yeah. But the other thing is draw lines and then measure them. It's like take a drawn line. Use fat 1/4s. It's like when I first got my sewing machine, I took a piece of notebook paper, like what I have here in my hand. I lined up what I thought should be the 1/4 inch. But you can also, you don't have to have thread in. You do not have to have thread in to sew. It's like I look to see, yeah, she's helping me. There's my 1/4 inch mark on my foot. And then I'll pick it up again. And then I'll put it where I like to sew at. What mark? Go down a line. As soon as somebody's hand gets out of my way, put that mark on the line. And then I'm going to draw across those lines so you can see it. No, okay. We'll see if we can get this to where you can see it up there. It's like, no, you're fine. It's like, I'm going to try and get this up there. And hopefully that you can see it. We'll see. I'm looking. Mine's slow behind now. But it's like the difference between the two on the lines. The longest line is my scant quarter one that I use. Grandma wants to see her picture, young lady. But it's like, that's the difference. And that makes a great difference when you open it. Because that it just holds that much more. Takes up your fabric. Yeah? Are you trying to get everybody's attention? But you can, it's like this measures. If I, oh, this one has it. The one from the line measures just under the quarter. And the other one is right spot on the quarter. Yeah, the one that had the longest orange mark. The one that has the longest orange mark is the scant quarter. Play with your toys. Everything else rolled across the room. It's like, I'm going to put this up now. But it's like, if you got a piece of notebook paper, just a little piece, sew where you line the main, the paper line, and then sew where you think your quarter inch is, and then that measure out from there. That's the best thing I could tell you. Because it's like, I need a red, a blue. I need different colors here. But this is the easiest way to explain to you. Just grab a piece of notebook paper, anything with a line, and then measure over from the line to where you're sewing and see what you're getting. You want under a quarter. You want between quarter and 3/8 or 3/16. Okay, that tape there, it depends on, okay, just like anything else, which side of the line you line your thing up on. That red line, you want to be, what is it, on the left-hand side, right hand? Yeah, the left-hand side of that red tape. Just like on our rulers. On our rulers, I need a plain white. On our rulers, when we use our rulers, we always want to cut, like if we're cutting our fabric and our pieces, let's say we want to cut on this side of the line, we need to see our fabric just barely on the side of the line. If we have that lined up right smack on it, and we're not getting the line in there, we're cutting our fabric too short. You have to have it where the line, where you can see it on that white. Mine's a little crooked, but you need to see just the edge of your material on that line. And every time we do something on the line, we have to be on the correct side of the line. In other words, we come up short. It's like when you make a half square triangle out of two pieces. We always need to sew on, when we draw the line, we always have to make it just that little bit less. In other words, when we open it, it's not going to be the right size. So that's when you make a half square triangle. You're always better off to make them too large and trim them down. But again, trimming down, if they're not on the correct line of your ruler, you're cutting it too short again. And those little 16ths of an inch, they add up. It's amazing how fast they add up. Because it's like this block here, where it has 1, 2, 3 seams. So it's 3/16 short. 3/16 is almost 1/4 of an inch if you sew right on the line. So you're better off to sew to the side of your line. It's trial and error. Practice, practice, practice. It's like on her right of the line. I think it'd be her be on your left. It's like I have to take time to think, because it's like, yeah, you've got to stay to the right of the line or left of the line, I think. Yes. Jennifer says her 1/4 inch foot is just a hair bigger than would. So it makes her. But if you make all your blocks, if you make them all, it doesn't matter if they're 12 inches. But if you're sending them off to somebody, like in a block exchange, 12.5 is 12.5. We can make do with 12 and 3/6 or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, 3/16. We can do with that. It's like I can even, make do with 1/8 of an inch. But it's like it's very, very skimpy. And then some of these blocks that have very little blocks, there's sometimes you want to be closer to that 3/16 or the 1/8 of an inch, because it all adds up in the end of it. What? Yes. She playing with the cord for my scissors. This bungee cord thing I get from the casino, or got from a casino from a friend. I don't gamble. It's like I go in for the free pop and watch everybody else gamble and wonder, ow, did you hurt your hand? But never be afraid to ask a question. We're all going to answer. I wish there was a better way of, I wish I had a camera that was above to zoom down. But it's like, we're just a bunch of quilters helping a bunch of quilters. But on this block here, all I have left to do now is trim it to 9 inches. But there's some rulers, and Terry has one of them, and Darlene has it, that doesn't put the 45 down from the corner down. Their 45 line is on the side, where my 45 line is running north and south right here, right now, top to bottom. But theirs is over. It's like off where the edge of my 1 inch starts and goes down. So they have to actually look and count the inches, make sure it's right. I can't remember which way it goes on Terry's, because I seen a picture of Terry's and I thought, oh wow, what a ruler. I'm glad I didn't have that one. I didn't even know they made them. And then when Darlene said she had the same thing, so she went and got her ruler that has the 45 that runs from the corner to the corner. But there are different rulers. Like this one here, it has the corners knocked off. Well, when you're done making your square, you need it, you can take this ruler down and knock where your dog ear will come out. Why? I have no idea. It was probably made for a certain quilt pattern. It's like, I've always had, I have kid marks on it, but I always seem to have the wrong side out. So the last of the cut, you have to make sure you're cutting it straight. But it's a 2.5 inch. Patty G's got both styles, and they can be confusing. But when you cut a 45, you want a 45. My ruler has the 1 corner, but it's 9.5 inches, so the angle line is from the 9 to the 9. Okay. Because I knew there was something that she had to recalculate. Yes. So Terry's had to adapt to it. If you haven't bought a square ruler, buy one that has it running the correct way. Darlene was lucky she had both. And I got lucky. I don't have that on any of mine. But it's like this ruler here, I guess I should say, there's looks like a 45 that runs from the quarter from your seam. So this one here, it's got the off 45 over here. I don't know what you'd call it so if you're drawing a line for the center of the block, I don't know. But then it has a true one. Yeah. This is called a 1/4 inch plus ruler from Riley Blake Design. The gal give it to me because it confuses her. Creative Grids is the best ones. That's the one I like the best. And then my second choice is the Omni Grid. Okay, Kathy. Have a great day. But yes, Creative Grid is the ones I have the most. And their 45s all start in the corners. And they have it like in a black up on this one end. And they have it in white down on this other end. They have 45s and 60 on this one. And even my 6.5 inch rulers are the same way. Hi, Denise. She says, hi, Sandra, Delaney, and everyone. I use the lines on my mat to measure the ruler to get straight cut. Most times it's too hard to read the marking on the ruler. You'll be listening. Okay, Grant and Kid Pickup, you're fine. But the creative grid I like because of the black. But when you get on black material, these little tiny, there's only little tiny white ones. They don't help me at all. So what if I'm cutting on dark material, I have to have this one. And I was doing this was the only thing that's available. This is OmniGrid in our area. The cheapest edition. We don't know any different, Patty G, as we're going. If you can find someone that quilts and have them help you, then that's the way. And see, I've only bought my rollers from Quilt Store. And then my creative grids were sent to me from my sister, as I call her, sister Laura. She sent me 1, 2, 3 rulers. I think for my part of my birthday last year. She buys things just because. And then my other rulers, I actually have one ruler that I use all the time. What did we do with that big one? Right here. This one here, my 1/4 inch markings are all gone from that end and that end. I have all my markings in the middle, but I lost. And this is a Fisker, so I'm going to complain to them. Going to see if the Fisker follows their rulers, if they do that also. And then when I first started, everybody told me buy one brand of ruler and stick with it. Buy one brand and stick with it. What? It's like, you're going to go night-night? Okay. Tell everybody, night-night time. I'm going to go night-night. Grandma can stay. It's like, don't show my face on TV when I'm sleeping. As long as you don't pinch skin, I'm okay. Terry says, hugs. There's a hug for Terry. Oh, yeah. Just go sleep. Patty G says, night-night, baby girl. It's amazing how fast she can fall asleep. I wish I could fall asleep like this. Yeah, Carrie says night-night, baby girl, too. When you get done wiping your nose all over me. Yeah. When you get done wiping your nose. My shirts don't make it a whole day. It's like, sometimes it's, as soon as she leaves, I'll go change my shirt. Okay, let's try it this way. And I was trying to think of something else I was going to tell you. I'm going to have to start writing things down. Because they also say the first thing you need to do is measure the grids on your ruler. Make sure they're inch by inch. There are some that aren't an inch. There are rulers that are not an inch. There are cutting boards that are not true inches. But if you cut all your pieces, like they say, don't use your cutting board. It's there for an example to line up your material. It's not actually for cutting. But look at how many quilts Donna Jordan made using her cutting board as her ruler source. And there are some, the quilt shop that I go to, her cutting edges, there you can't even see through them. She uses the cutting board. Ouch. She has a handful of my hair right here. But it's like, just cut the same. Be consistent. If you have the same rulers, I've even stacked mine on top of each other. And if they don't stack, the squares don't line up, then that ruler gets sat on the shelf of Never Never Land. But they're there if you need them for cutting something else. I cut my insulation. I laid this big ruler on top of my insulation for a straight edge. And then I put an old blade in my rotary cutter and cut. Lori Clark's back. Her phone's charged. But it's like, I've used rulers for so many different things. Straight lines on walls. Any other suggestions or questions out there? Like, if I think of that one, anything. I try to write them down. But I have a paper eater. And I have a paper cutter upper. Because it's like, Alani, can I cut on this paper, Gigi Ma? And I don't think and tell her yes. And it's like, where did it go? I had written on that piece of paper. But I'll go back and show one of my future projects is this in Hexes. And it's almost the size it's going to turn out. I'm going to start a 3-yard quilt, hoping to get it going. Yesterday I did the testing of Soteri's up and coming block, and it's on the floor somewhere. No, it's up there. And I had to wait until this one went down. She was starting to be a little harder on me. I'm looking through this book to see what else they have. Lots of advertisements. Lots of advertisement. Riley Blake. Oh, it has our Shop Hop fabrics. They have the Oregon side and the Washington side. I like the border material off of Who's. But it's like, there's the fabrics for Oregon on this side and Washington on Littlefinger side. We can pre-order the fabric. We cannot purchase it yet. I like the Oregon fabrics a little more than mine. Blender Raisin Dots. I have no idea what Blender Raisin Dot is. But they have different regions. Then there's where they use the panel, there's a pattern. But this is the first time for the all state, and ours includes 2 states. And some of the shops I didn't even know existed, so I'm going to go up on the birthday day and get a couple of them. Quilting Mayhem. Okay, Northeast Wash. On my side of the mountain, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 7 shops participating. Patty G, I can send you the picture. You want me to send you a picture on Messenger? And then when I printed it from the messenger, because I sent it to Darlene also, then we just clicked on it and printed it. And it came out this size. I can send that to you. Terry might even have fun with this. The hexie block is 3/8 of an inch. Is the one I'm using. That was my smallest punch I had. That it's like I can't even hold it up for you guys because you can't see it. Let's see. Put it on the back of my phone so it don't light up. It's like there. That's how big the piece is. Trying to keep the glare off. I'm doing it in the tiniest. You can do it in any size hexie you want. I just printed out the picture in full page because there's the pattern. But there's 298 hexies. And you would do it in 1.5 or 2. Darlene and I are already said we're crazy. And her daughter's going to do it. Yeah, you have that hexie quilt you're working on, yes. But when I seen this one, I thought it's perfect. It has something, to it. It's not Grandma's Flower Garden. I'm going to change the flowers down in the bottom because you can't really see the centers. So I'm going to make sure like an orange center in the yellow flower. I'm going to make it stand up to be something. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Lori. It's like, it's rained today for Carrie. 6.5. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 17 rows. It's all by hand. It's all hand. I'm going to do one row at a time. Yes, it will finish about the size of this paper. I just used regular thread so far. I've made flowers. I've played with the hexies. See, mine says it's 49 degrees, mostly cloudy. But it's something. You would do that? Okay, Lori. And you can order 3/8 inch hexies from that paper place. You don't have to go buy a punch because the punch was $15 when I bought it way back when. The tiny kitchen channel that I shared on Kathy's is like nails on a chalkboard. Okay. I'll send you, Lori, the picture. But yeah, Austin's punching out the little hexies for Darlene and her daughter, Kylie. We're all going to make it. See, I'm not the only crazy one. My friends can be that way too. Because it's something interesting. And you can put a lot of this in your wallet and travel. Yeah. See, when I first was going to do it, I was going to do it in like 3/4. Well, I'm doing 3/4 inch. So I think my next size down is what is it? It's not, it's between 3/4 and half. But I have 4 different hexie punches because in scrapbooking, they measure the hexie from across the sides, not just one side. And I could hold that little thing up all day long and you guys won't see it in my finger. If I had the big hexie ruler that's up on the shelf behind me. You're sitting there shivering at the thought. You have half? Okay, Lori, that'll work. You need 298 of them. Well, you don't need 298. If you want to do all your fabrics first, yes. It's like Austin's cutting out a whole bunch. Because if we do row by row, then it's not going to be as bad. But I've also thought if you start at the top, it's still a pretty picture. If that's all the further you get, that's all the further you get. If you get a long, skinny one, it's still just as pretty. Either way, that way or that way. But it is something that, well, it's a challenge. We need something to do with our hands that we're not always at the machine. I mean, the biggest part of this whole kit is my scissors. Those snack size Ziploc bags, that's way too big for the hexies. I can put in a snack size bag the scissors, the thread, all these hexies, and fabric. And then when we get started, I'll make sure to try to post pictures. But Patty G might agree with me. This hexie where the cattails are, I'm thinking brown flannel because cattails have that fuzzy feeling. I'm thinking flannel. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 1.5-inch squares. Should I change the channel to If Your Nuts Come Here, Melanie? Because it's like, I can grab that hexie again. This is the hexie. I think you could almost set a dime on it and lose it. And then the cattail blades of grass is detail that you add on later. It's like, I'm even thinking maybe a yarn. See if I got some yarn. In other words, it's going to be, I'll play with the strands of DMC floss. But each one of those can be a different color of green. Lori's making dinner. Yes, June's not doing it. No, they're all going to be hand sewed. Hand sewed on, Lori. It's going to be a little miniature quilt wall hanging because it's going to come out just about this size. Yes. Jennifer loves the challenge, but not that much. Yeah. It's like, I'll keep you posted when we get it started. If nothing else, I'll put it up on the community page as we get the pictures going. Because it's all going to be different. You know, they're going to be different. because what we use for our blades of grass, what we use for the background, what we decide to use for the cattails, the butterflies, you guys already know. It's like, I am going to put purple butterflies. 1 inch is for you. Okay. I can't even tell you how many hexies are in my quilt. I quit counting a long time ago. June, you'll be waiting to see it. Yeah. It's a challenge, but I've already made 4 different flowers, because I have to make some hexie flowers for on a quilt I'm going to be making, because you're supposed to have yo-yos, hexies. There's different things that are appliqued on the quilt when you're done of floral. And so I've been making the little ones. It's like, did I put it back up? Nope, there it is. There's my thumbnail with the hexie on it. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. And all my hexies are compliments of anybody sending me junk in the mail. I get these things that are like the cardstock, the political things, advertisements. These here, my hexies are all made from these. This one's from the casino. From the casino. When the politics were out. And it's like realtors, Circle K. I save all these from the mail. They're cardstock. It's like, I have mine all cut ready. But like this mailer from Chewy. It's like, I just cut the row a little over 1.5 inches and just start punching each side of my 1.5 inch row. And I sent up for 2 groups of 400 with Austin last night. And the Ziploc bag to put them in. But I save all this stuff that comes in the mail. If I need a cardboard template, I have it. And I just sent Kathy over 1,000 3/4 inch hexies that I cut from that stuff. June, Terry's up to a 10-inch hexie. That'd be a big quilt. It'd be, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times 1.5. Gotta get my glasses down on my nose. Find my calculator. Clear. 18 times 1.5. If I use that 3/4 inch that I have, the quilt will be 27 inches long. If I use the 3/4 inch, according to calculator, because there's at 18 Jean Truelove did a hexie quilt out of big ones. Yeah. So according to the calculator, this will be 27.5 inches long if I did it with my bigger hexies. And then this hexie, I keep losing it when I set it down, is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. This is 5/8 from here to here. But I don't know how to calculate the 5/8 on the point whatever. It's like, oh, I do too. It's like my math. 8, 1, divide by 8. Yeah. But yeah, this is only 5/8 from here to here. And when you measure your hexies, you measure just one side, one of the little sides, and it's at 3/8. 0.625 is 5/8. So 0.625 times 18. 11.25 inches is the height it will be. You're going to enlarge it. Just all you have to do is take a bigger hexie. The size of your hexie will determine the size of your quilt. And then you have to. Yes, Terry. Are you getting tired just thinking of it? It's like, Lori's got it all calculated. But I will try to get pictures of everybody's progress and post them on my community page. And when I have people take the picture, just make sure that it's sitting on a cutting board. Yeah, we need to get Terry pillow and smelling salts. Is your emergency crew, are they cute? So if we have to call 911 to come do a well check on you. Okay. Because if you don't got a good, see, I have all either younger, older. You don't have to be in shape to be an EMT. You have to be in shape to be a fireman. You don't need trouble. Patty G's telling you to breathe. Hi, Nina. This first for me, a pattern I don't want. Oh, Nina, that's a good one. Oh. I'm glad. This is what we need. Some excitement in our life. Yes. But it's like, yep. It's like one of Sandra's patterns, one of her wishes to do. But what was worse when I was Googling different hexies, one gal made a quilt, and it is a very elaborate quilt. And this is the size hexie she used. Because I looked more for And I forget how many thousands of hexes she used in that quilt. The 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 thing I saved it on crashed, so I don't have her site anymore. But she used all those little tiny ones, all, and made a queen size quilt. The quilt is gorgeous. I just looked at that quilt and thought, I can't do that. And then I seen this one. Oh, you've been lurking and laughing? They probably think you're on something. Yeah, I think it was a German woman. It's like, too bad. It's like, we'll have to find that picture again. But that's the picture I should print out as a reminder not to do this with these little hexes. Because if this is 298, but I mean, it is gorgeous. I would, if someone said that I could buy that quilt or I could inherit it, it's like, no. It's like, I'd probably faint just receiving it. So it's like, we're going to go out there and look and look and look for that. I got to put my glasses down. That blue dot's up there. That's her name. Grit something. Okay. But it's like, I've seen it. You would glue it to muslin and call it done. It's okay. Grandma didn't mean to move you. It's like, tiny pieces are fun. But it's like, yes, there are times that we are crazy. I am anyway. Hexie quilt. Maybe I can just find the picture. But it was just the work in it. It was just beautiful, just unreal. Because everybody's always talking about the passions. It's like, where's my mouse here? Oh, it's like, I'll have to go over here. Lori and Lori sent me a picture, so maybe we can get that up there. Yep, that's the one. That link that Terry just put there, that is, I think, the one. That is it. So anybody that's not, that is the quilt. Isn't that just beautiful? I'm going to put that as my screensaver. The black hexes. Yeah. Dizzy Quilter. Okay. Okay. Good luck on that one, Cheryl. Of course, you sent the purple one. And, well, the purple one's, I think, the one that comes up first. But I don't even think that's a 1/2 inch hexie. I think it's a little bit bigger. Uh, I'm putting this square on my hand like they have in theirs. Does it say how many hexies are in it? Yeah. It's 103 by 106. It says they're 1/2 inch. They're not 3/8. So they're bigger than they're bigger than this one. That's what I thought. It says they're 1/2 inch hexies, and this is a 3/8, so this is smaller. I'd have to go up a thing. I need to find a better spot to take a photo. It's great to have a foyer, but it would be nice if the foyer was 3 foot wider. And there is on the internet, there is a quilting calculator for the hexies. It has been with me through so many events, 5 different homes, trips around the world, and all over the Caribbean. I make sure I have a complete list by the time I finish the quilt. But I thought someplace it told how many hexies was in it. So I'll have to go find the hexie calculator. But I can't do a million things at one time. That gal's not that young in the picture, or she's younger. It's like, I'm going to save this page. Even though it's saved because it was sent to me. It's like, yep. The longer I sit here and hold her, the better she's got her nap in. It's just, my stomach is saying I'm hungry. I could sit here and visit with you guys for another hour before Alani gets off the bus. But she is so peaceful. And she doesn't know her Gigi Ma's crazy. She has no idea that her Gigi Ma's crazy. When she grows up, maybe. But I think when I get this one done, I'm going to go one more. I'm going to put a border around it of a one color hexie. And then it's going to be framed. It's like, I don't know if it'll be finished, but it'll be framed. It's just something to memory. And I'm going to write down the day I start it and then document my pictures as I go. It says 17,000 hexies. Okay. That's just a few, Patty, huh? Just a few. So 298 is nothing. And just think, if we went to make that, that's one person that, I love Tula Pink's quilts. I love her EPP. But this gal has got her beat. That's one thing I can say. That's a lot of hexies. 17,000. go back. Oops. Go back here to Messenger. But I think I'll let you guys all go and take your smelling salts or whatever you need to do. uh, Looking for that picture. If not, I'll re-find it. Is that the one? Nope. It's like find Patty G's name here. Look at my photos. Manage. But yes. Yeah, cutie patootie. Oh, thank you. See, it's on my phone, not on my tablet. But we'll see everybody next Tuesday. Terry. Oh. But we'll see everybody on Tuesday. If I get a crazy moment. This weekend I have Bailey. And so I'll see what I can do. Okay. We'll talk to you guys on Tuesday for sure. Bye, everybody.